Have you ever heard of Britain's Roswell? Well, settle in, because this story is one of the most compelling UFO encounters ever recorded, and it happened in the quiet English countryside. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the Rendlesham Forest incident. It all begins in the cold winter of 1980, deep in Suffolk, England, near two US Air Force bases, RAF Woodbridge and RAF Bentwaters. Something truly bizarre unfolded over 3 consecutive nights. Just after midnight on December 26th, security personnel at RAF Woodbridge spotted strange glowing lights descending into the nearby Rendlesham Forest, thinking it might be a downed aircraft. A small team went to investigate, but what they encountered was anything but ordinary. They reported seeing a metallic, triangular craft hovering silently among the trees. It was covered in strange, hieroglyphic-like symbols and pulsed with red, blue, and white lights. When one of the airmen, Sergeant Jim Peniston, got close enough to touch its smooth black surface, the craft suddenly lifted off and vanished in a blinding flash of light. The next day, they found 3 distinct impressions in the ground where the object had been, forming a perfect triangle. A plaster cast was even made of one of the markings. Radiation readings in the landing area were also found to be significantly higher than normal. But the strangest part, the incident wasn't over. The following night, the lights returned. This time, Deputy Base Commander Lieutenant Colonel Charles Holt himself led a larger team into the forest to document the phenomenon, and thankfully for us, he brought a tape recorder in what's now famously known as the Holt tape. You can hear the genuine shock and confusion in his voice as he and his men witness the events in real time. Holt describes seeing a pulsating, red eye-like light moving through the trees. He reports it dripping molten metal, before breaking into 5 separate white objects that zipped across the night sky at incredible speeds. At one point, he describes beams of light shooting down from these objects into the forest and even onto the base itself, near the weapons storage area. Think about that for a second. These were highly trained military officers responsible for guarding nuclear weapons, witnessing what they believed to be an unidentified craft targeting their facility. So, what was it? Skeptics have offered various explanations over the years. The most common theory is that the airmen mistook the beam from the Orford Ness lighthouse several miles away for a UFO. Others suggest it was a meteor, a prank, or even a secret military experiment. But the witnesses, many of whom have stuck to their stories for over 40 years, find these explanations impossible. They were trained observers. They knew what a lighthouse looked like. They knew what conventional aircraft looked like. And what they saw, they insist, was none of those things. The credibility of the witnesses is what makes the Rendlesham case so powerful. These weren't just random people. They were US Air Force personnel. Colonel Holt, a man with a stellar reputation, put his career on the line by documenting and reporting the event. The physical evidence, the triangular impressions, the broken branches, the elevated radiation levels, also adds another layer of mystery that's hard to dismiss. The British Ministry of Defence eventually concluded that the events posed no threat to national security and closed their file. But for those who were there, and for the countless researchers who have studied the case since, the mystery is far from solved. The Rendlesham Forest incident remains a powerful and unsettling story. Was it a misunderstanding, a top-secret test, or did something truly not of this world visit a quiet English forest in 1980? Today, you can walk the UFO trail in Rendlesham Forest, which follows the path the airmen took on that fateful night. Some visitors still report strange lights and an eerie feeling in the woods. Perhaps, just perhaps, whatever was there never truly left. What do you think happened in Rendlesham Forest? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's greatest mysteries, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.